Hi, I'm Gary White for Channel 6 and Kentucky Television. I'm here with two ladies who are part of the Red Hat Society group that's in Bardstown called the Fun Red Hatters of Bardstown, right? And I had the queen and the vice queen. We have our queen is Winnie Downs. Our vice queen is Pat Cecil, and they are part of the Red Hat Society group in Bardstown. And the group here in Bardstown has been around since 2004, were you saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Chartered in February of 2004.
And you two are part of the original group, is that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now, the Red Hat Society internationally has been around since, were you saying, since the late 90s?
98.
98 is when that started. Okay.
Yeah.
And you may have seen this group and some other groups around where, do you get together monthly, or how often do you usually get together?
We do monthly.
Okay. And it's a meeting where you all get together and dress in your red hats and purple, is that right?
We don't do red hats as much as we
Okay.
used to. We've gone down to
Clippies.
bands and flowers and things, because so often when you go somewhere, if you've got this hat and you're sitting in front of somebody or something, they can't see around you, and it depends on where you're going.
Yeah.
Okay.
When we wanted to put on the dog, we wear the hats.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you put them on today. So what does your group do? Do you go to lunch every month, or do you go out
Usually.
for outings, or what do you do? What's your normal event?
We usually go to lunch. A lot of times we will go someplace close. We have all these women who are of age that we don't like to drive. So we've really got a damper on us where 11 years ago we went to Derby Dinner Playhouse and
Okay.
things. And we will probably do that again now that they've got the bridge fixed and all that mess cleaned up.
Yeah, because that was a little bit of a hassle there.
Yeah. It's going to cost us $4 now.
Exactly. So tell us a little about the Red Hat Society. What made you decide to start a chapter here in Bardstown, and how did you first hear about it? The Red Hat.
Oh. Now this is where I get into Billy Frank. I work for Billy Frank, the auctioneer on it. And I was retiring. And we went out to Stephen Foster one day for lunch, and he pulled out this newspaper. He said, I found something for you to do in your retirement. And he had this newspaper from Campbellsville that they had a chapter up there. Mm-hmm. And so just about a year later, I chartered our chapter.
Okay.
And there used to be more groups. There was a new Bloomfield group, and I don't think
they do anymore.
And we have another one here in Bardstown, and I don't know if they're still in.
Right.
They met at the library, and so I don't know what they're doing.
Right.
Because like I say, we really quit going to the conventions and everything. And of course, I have over 30 people in my group, and I cannot take any more. Mm-hmm. Because you just can't handle. It's too hard. You've got women that don't want to ride the buses and things like that. We've got people that don't want to spend the night, and I'm one of those. And so we just kind of do things locally. We go to Springfield, we go to Lebanon. Mm-hmm.
We try to go to the drama in the summer.
Yeah.
What the extra show is, we try to do that.
And
So it's a nice social group to get together.
Yes,
that's what it basically
it
is.
is.
It's
It's
you
a
meet
social
new people,
group.
and it's it's social. It's not. There are some groups that do charity things. We say we do that through church and a lot of everything else. This is just for us.
Just for you guys, ladies, to get together.
yes.
Now, the Red Hat Society, you have a poem that actually, that's kind of what was the impetus for this whole thing being created internationally. Is that correct? Mm-hmm. And What is the poem here that you have that kind of kicked off the Red
Well,
Hat Society?
I can't
internationally?
read
Is
it
this
because
your
I can't see it.
scrapbook of all your
Yeah,
stuff that you've
well,
done?
this is my first scrapbook,
Okay.
and I have boxes
Oh, wow.
at home from other years that I just haven't done.
Wow.
But we're gonna.
So you keep busy. But it's been over about 13 years or so. It'll be 13 years, right?
Yeah.
This year for you. Okay. So it's when I am an old woman, I shall wear purple. And there's a whole poem here. And that's kind of what kicked off, you were saying, the
Right.
start of the Red Hat
Right.
Society?
Part of the thing is, there's a perception that women don't always necessarily wear colors and things that go together. And that's kind of what it came from. When I'm old, I can wear a purple dress and a red hat and nobody can say anything about me.
Because you do stand out a little bit, right?
Yeah, we do.
When you go to
Yes.
events.
And that's another good part of it.
That's the point.
When you go somewhere, it used to be, when you were a little different, there weren't so many of them. Somebody would come up and talk to you and want to know what it was about and all that. And now, when you see somebody else, they'll always come and talk. Well, I'm in one, or my sister's in one. It's always a conversation starter.
So did you have the purple and the red before you got into this group, or did you have to
She
kind of
did.
go out and shop?
Purple's my favorite color,
Okay.
so
this is
I've
made
had
for you.
purple. Yeah, I have a purple house and a purple car.
Wow. Prior to this, too, right? Purple was your
Yes.
color anyway. Wow, that's good. Well, this was made for you.
Yes,
How about you? Did you already
That's
have a color?
I
what-
didn't have anything.
Billy Frank came up with, because I like red and purple. I like bright colors.
Uh-huh.
So
You had the earrings and the necklace and everything.
yes, I made these.
Even the glasses, actually, are a hue of purple.
Yes.
Well, that's great. So tell us, what have been some of the most fun activities that you can recall having done during your 13 years?
Part of the things we used to do that we don't do as much anymore is get together with other groups, like at the Colonel's Lady and
Uh-huh.
Shelbyville, and different groups would host things. Like one group hosted to go on the dinner train, and you'd get together and meet people from other parts of the state. That was always fun, I thought,
Yeah.
because that was.
It was.
And I've done a lot of things that I probably wouldn't have done. We've been known to go to the gambling boat.
Yeah.
We,
Doing a TV interview.
yeah,
Right.
that wasn't the fun part.
Hey!
We would go, little different places like Lynn's Paradise Cafe, out of
Right.
the way, different kind of restaurants and things that were different. We've gone to plays in Louisville.
Right. The most fun play we went to was we went to Actors Theater and saw Menopause, which
Okay.
is a Red Hat play.
Oh, is it really?
And it's gone now. And they've had a couple of other plays, but they didn't come to Actors Theater. But I never laughed so hard in my life as we did that night.
That's funny. That's great. Now, you're saying there's conventions as well for the groups, right? And that you used to go to some of them?
Yeah.
Would they be like local or?
We've never gone to a national one. They have
Okay.
national ones and things, but they, celebrate
Oh,
for a
they
week.
go, yeah, they go to Hawaii and New York and San
That'd be fun.
Francisco. They go on cruises. And, I mean, as I say, some of these people are bigwigs.
Mm-hmm.
They got the money and they go.
There you go. Now, the name of your group, of your society is
The Fun Red Hatters of Bardstown.
the Fun Red Hatters of Bardstown. Was that how'd you come up with that name? Just because that was the idea of it? Just have
just-
fun?
We just wanted to have fun.
We just wanted to have fun. And I told the girls when we started this that we were not going to do any helpful things or charitable things, because practically every lady in our group works in the church. They work in the schools. They're in homemakers. That I wanted this just to be
Fun.
fun. Us.
Yes. So they're already doing stuff for the community in other venues. So this gives you
Right.
an opportunity just to kind of
Yes.
get together and have fun.
And we do at Christmas time. We collected this time and gave to one of the organizations here in town.
Okay.
And then we give food to the pantry things. And Methodist Church has a pantry that once a year we'll gather food for them. So we do a little bit, but it's nothing that we work on. We don't do fundraisers. Somebody else can do that.
Right. And you're probably doing them in other ways too, anyway.
Yeah.
So when you started, you said there were about 8 ladies in your first
Right.
group? And now there's 3 of you that are still apart, you
Active.
2, correct? And who's the third one who's been a member the whole 13 years?
Patsy Parrott.
Patsy Parrott, okay. But now you're up to about 30 members?
I got 37 members.
37, wow.
So I have to cut it off. that it's a big job
Yeah, it's some work.
to get these people together every month, and you got to call them and make sure nobody gets left out. And my ladies are so helpful about taking the event and somebody take it each month that I don't have to do it all.
Okay, that's good.
And yeah,
That's good.
because that's a big job.
And these scrapbooks, this is a big scrapbook. Oops, I'm sorry, I'm dropping your
That's
stuff there.
all right.
Full of all this information, and it looks like it's really well documented too.
Well, this
That's
was
great.
when we first started, and our first meeting was March 14th, 16th, 2004. And we did that at the sweet shop where Darlene Longmire, Cherry Tree.
Okay, right. Mm-hmm.
And they had a tea shop there.
Mm-hmm.
And this was where we went to Lynn's Parrot. Oh, that was the bookstore.
Uh-huh.
And we met Sue Ellen and Linda at the bookstore in Lexington. It's the name of the big bookstore up there.
I think it's in Barnes and Noble on that. I'm not sure.
It could
Sue
be.
Ellen, who-
She's Sue Ellen. Is it Cooper? She's the one that started
Yeah.
the whole thing.
Oh, the whole Red
she,
Hat Society.
So she had a
Oh, okay.
book signing in Lexington, and we
Oh,
went to
very
that.
good. Very good.
Met her.
Well, that's
Got our
exciting.
books signed.
She's
It
the one who had
was,
that poem.
because they are actually from California, and is it Fulton? California is where the headquarters is.
Okay, fantastic.
And,
That's great. So again, it's the Fun Red Hatters of Bardstown is the Red Hat Society's group here in Bardstown with these 2 ladies. Now you are the queen, as we said, and the vice queen. Are you the queen because you started it, or is that
Yes.
something,
Yes.
that's how that goes? So your
Yes.
reign
I
of law
chartered it.
continues.
and I still charter it. I don't use the girls' money to charter
Okay,
because I'm the queen.
that's right. Well, I appreciate the audience with you. And the vice queen. Yes, that's great. Does that give you more responsibility as well?
She would like me to, but I do try to help.
She works so hard and everything
Uh,
else.
I'm trying to think. We've been on. I thought that's what that one was. We've been on the Belle of Louisville a couple of times. Trying to think
We've been
of
to
things.
the Glitz
Okay.
and none
Mhm.
such.
Okay, yep. Yeah. A nice group and everybody together. And the only requirement is that you have to wear something red and purple, or is
Yes.
that right?
And if you're under 50, you wear pink
And lavender.
and lavender.
Oh,
And
really?
this is my
Okay.
granddaughter.
Okay.
And she and her friend came one year, so I got them pink shirts and they have pink bows in their hair.
Okay, and this was for Greece at the Stephen Foster, I
Yes.
believe, correct, right? Okay. All right, so I saw some pink hats, so that's for ladies who are under 50.
50.
So it's 50 and over is the red.
Because we had
Okay.
a couple of when we first started.
Yeah,
that
we
were
did.
Young.
Okay. And then as they age up, they move to a red hat.
Yes.
Well, that's great. Are most of your ladies now wearing red?
Yes.
Okay.
I have no pink
No
ones,
pink ones. Okay.
except this one.
Yes. Well, that's by relative relation,
And
right?
she's 25 now.
Okay. That's great.
This is one of our meetings with a lot of other clubs, and
Some come
They
dressed.
They really go all out. She made her outfit, to look.
Okay. I'll turn this around so they can see some of the pictures. How's that sound? With some of the different pictures of the different ladies and stuff. So it sounds like it's a lot of fun, which was the purpose of the group.
Yes.
And it's been 13 years now. You're going to continue it?
Yes.
You're going to keep going?
As long as I'm going.
You're going to keep
And
your
then
reign as
it's
queen?
whoever wants to take it over after I'm gone. That's okay with me too.
They can become queen.
Yeah, that's right. They can become the queen.
Absolutely. Again, I'm talking with Winnie Downs, who is the queen for the Fun Red Hatters Society in Bardstown, and with Pat Cecil, who's the vice queen for the group. They're part of the Red Hat Society. Thank you for coming in and talking with us. We wanted to talk this week because I believe someday this week is the celebration of, tomorrow is International Red Hat Society Day.
Yes.
So we wanted to kind of honor the groups that are here with us.
Oh, we appreciate that.
Yeah, we appreciate you coming and talking with us. Thank you.
Even if it was put together overnight.
That's right. You did a great job. And we tried to keep it fun. Was it fun?
Yes. Yeah.
You won't
it
say
was.
that.
Yeah, she's done this before. I didn't
Yes.
have a clue.
Listening, Gary,
Anyway.
thank you very much for Channel 6 and Kentucky Television.